That's it.
So then what's next?
Then after each and every pranayama, if anybody who is not perfect in asanas can come to Shavasana. Whenever he feels, never to torture in any case. Pranayama is linked with the asana also. But sometimes when you are sitting longer, you may feel exerted.
Yeah.
Then never to torture. Come to Shavasana, enjoy the bliss of that pranayama.
Right.
Okay, then again you can come, again sit down.
Yeah.
After Jai Pranayama, now, these days people are passing through anxiety just
Yeah.
because of this, awfully cutthroat competition world. So the best pranayama for these things, along with the other pranayama, is the Anulom Vilom pranayama.
Yes.
Because we inhale through the left, exhale through the right, inhale through the right, exhale. This heat and cold is balanced. It is so, you can say this is infallible medical science, you can say, technique to take you out, give you the tranquility of the mind. Anxiety, you will immediately get relief. The moment you are pressing in this fresh air, you will see after just 5 minutes, oh, calm down. Now I'm shouting. You'll calm down, you'll feel
Okay,
your...
show us how to do
So
it.
this is an Anulom Vilom pranayama. Simple, I'm telling you. And you are doing advanced, then you can hold also. Use bandhas also. It's like this. In the initial stage, those who have not much mastery on these things, they can inhale and exhale a double. Inhalation 5 seconds, exhalation 10. Inhalation 5, 10. Afterwards you can teach them yoga depending upon their capacity and practice.
Yeah.
See, this is
So you can add the kumbhakas.
Kumbhaka, Mulbandha, when you exhale you can do
Yeah.
this also, Dhyana, depending upon you.
Yeah.
But initial stage, and this is, I am demonstrating it first. This same, don't use index finger. If you do like this, you can make a cup. This is a technique. See, otherwise you have to do like this, then bring hand here. Some
Yeah.
people do, some do
Sometimes
like
you
this.
hang- yeah.
So simple, very simple. Here, it's a very simple. So this is a technique. There are small things, but very, very, helping one. So see, I am doing now. Say from the left, you can do like this also, like this also. I am doing like this. And try to, no sound should be there. See, the wrong thing I am telling you, first I demonstrate you the wrong practice. This is wrong. This, if you do without making noise, it will take you to dhyana also. This is the secret of it. Remember it. If you do, and try both the things with the sound and without sound, see the difference then. Now I am doing in the proper way. Complete exhalation. Almost double the time I'm exhaling through the right. I'll hold here little. I can say Om. Mali, I have said 2 times Om. Now 4 times Om I'll exhale. For example, you keep saying Om. When I'll inhale, you say 2 times, 2 times say Om, then hold a little, then double you do. Now you start. I'm starting from the left.
Okay. Om.
Yeah. Because, because when you have done,
So you were doing like one, two, one.
I'm doing 1 and 2 release.
Yeah.
Again 1 and 2. This is for the novice.
Right.
But once you have little practice, try to hold for some time.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, with the ratio 1:4:2. Or that is in the later stage. First,
Yeah.
let us experience the tranquility of the mind. Okay, anxiety goes away. See,
Yeah.
with this simple only. After that, it's great.
And so I put the video when you were doing it, you had
yeah,
your
you can
hands.
put your hand over here or in the Gyan Mudra.
Yeah.
2 things are there. This is your Gyan Mudra.
Gyan Mudra.
For knowledge. See, those who are suffering from any, arthritic pains or gout, they can put it like this mudra. You can go through the books. This is the one. See, I am taking my index finger here, pressing this point here. This is your mudra. This is those who have pain, suffering from your backache or joint pains. Forget about this. Let's first, practice
Yeah.
pranayama.
And what was the purpose of your hand at your navel?
Hand, this is the rule as in yoga shastras when you are doing pranayama. Left hand here, right on this. When we are in Siddhasana, this induces your what you call laghima and garima. If we want to feel heaviness in the body, we are on the like this. We do on the knees. If we want lightness, this is in Sanskrit called laghima. Laghima in Sanskrit means lightness of the body we feel.
Well, I can imagine wanting lightness. When would we want heaviness?
When
Settledness. We're too.
sometimes it depends, you know.
Grounding.
If we are feeling we want to have lighter, some people feel that they're very light, they want to feel more, you know, stable sometimes
Stable.
like that. It depending upon different feelings, you know. So it depends. But in, you know, the fact I am telling you, when the yogis do in the caves, it's a very rarest of the rare case it happens according to the science. When we put hands like this,
Yeah.
levitation takes place
Okay.
in the lotus posture. When they have to stop that, they need not, they don't want yogis levitation. They come in this
Yeah.
garima, heaviness
Yeah.
of the body. They then don't get lifted.
So if you're near the edge of a cliff, then
Huh.
you definitely want to do this because you don't want to just like levitate
you want to
off into the sea.
but it's extreme stage, you know, when it comes it's a far beyond. This is for stopping your levitation even when we like it. This is, remember, Laghima and Garima. Garima means heaviness, Laghima slowly up, light, you know.
Okay.
So now we switch over to your, this very important pranayama, Anulom Vilom. See this, now you say Om, say a bit longer because I have to inhale, then the same length of Om twice, double. So first I say Om, exhalation, Om,
That's okay, we got it.
Om, like
Hold
this.
on.
I am doing, see. There you are. 1 Om, 2 Om exhalation.
Okay.
1 Om, 2. This is your initial starting of the Anulom Vilom. When we have gone used to it, this
Okay.
passage, sometimes people are confused, you know, like
Yeah.
so after this you can slowly hold your breath and slowly apply your Mool Bandha when you are holding. And you are exhaling, you can again apply. It depends, you know, upon the practice. You know.
Okay.
So only even after doing this much, inhalation, exhalation, without making noise, complete tranquility, calmness of mind, it will descend upon you. You will feel within 15 minutes, 10 minutes, then and there. Those who are suffering from mental anxieties, any psychic, you know, problem, immediately they come like this, you know. Okay. So this is and the ratio you know well. 1:4. It's not.
Yeah.
We need not worry about that. That is for the advanced stage, you know.
Yeah.
So simply we have been these days. If this much we can teach.
So then you were showing me an advanced Anulom Vilom.
Anulom Vilom, advanced
The fast
Anulom.
one.
See, this is for Kundalini Jagran. We don't call it Anulom Vilom. These are some secret kriyas also. They are never to be, insist anybody to do this, because this is to be given to those people, those who are, really they can observe.
So then we shouldn't put it on YouTube.
Celibacy, non-violence. You know, if you do, this is a bit, this is for awakening your Kundalini.
Yeah.
In the initial stage, you go thoroughly through the books, you will come across those things. This I am doing, I am doing 3 stages. This is for Kundalini Jagrana, but it is in the system, like, you know, in the form of the Anulom Vilom, but very fast.
Yeah.
And we apply the force like Kapalbhati stomach also. Okay. So in the initial stage, we have to do like this. In this, noise will be there, because we have to do it vigorously and fast. See, like this. You can throw the stomach inside. Slowly after second type of speed, you know, this will be like this. This. Now I'm doing, I'm feeling, oh my God, child, like, oh. So with this, because we have been practicing, it's blissful. Now the third is very fast. But to reach this third state, you need at least minimum 7 days, you know, to new person, you know. Immediately, otherwise he'll have a headache, something, troubles or something. He may even have feeling giddy or something. Slowly you tell. And the third is your last Kundalini Jagran. You will experience. You will have some visions also. You may have clairvoyance also. You may have the pranayama, the perfection of pranayama. The first step is your sweating. The second step will happen in this Kundalini Jagana also. This is sweating, then the vibration in the spine. Then you were talking of prana. You will come to know what prana is. Mentally, now is the thought, mentally you can go to any pranayama, hold. For example, I am blinking his eyes, I am using my prana. If I am pulling my mool bandha, I am using apana. So like in the subconscious mind, you are and me are throbbing our heart. So this is prana. Once we get the command on the prana, we can stop your heart also. Circulation, we are blood circulating. So these different powers, actually we are doing them, but subconsciously. So we have not to think of that now. We have to think of to go disease free. Slowly, when we will be introduced to pranayama, thought process will come to an end. Again, secret I am telling you. This mana, prana is known as the elder brother of this mana. In yoga, we don't think of stopping the mana. Hey, stop your thought process, bring your thoughts. No. You simply, what do you put up the switch? This is your prana, governing your mana. So in yoga, this is the beauty of yoga. You have not to do any conscious effort, oh, my thought is coming, oh, let it go or control. No. The origin of the thought is your prana. If you get hold on the prana, oh, your thought process are nothing. The thought process are just with the mere interaction of the world, you can switch on, switch off with the prana. So mana in yoga is the greatest power in this world is mana. But in Ashtanga yoga, mana is controlled by the yogis through the prana. So that's why yoga is the supermost science. So now.
Okay. So I noticed in several of the pranayamas, when you're doing your pranayama, your eyes are rolled up. So why are you doing that?
We don't roll. This automatically will happen. When you see when we are angry, these things are, see, for example, you are in a higher process. If you are thinking low, we are weak, we'll stoop automatically. We have not to command our body, hey, you stoop down, I am not happy. It will automatically happen. If we are in a bravery mood, oh, we have not to say, let my body be, I want to be brave. It will eventually automatically happen. Now we are happy. We are enlightenment. See how straight we are sitting. Smiles are coming. These things will eventually come automatically, spontaneously. Now this rolling upward eyes, you can do it consciously also. This will give you coolness, calmness, and when your mind comes to a halt, stability, your eyes will automatically be like this. You have not to do conscious effort. So when you see Mahatma Buddha, your Guru Nanak Dev, they were always in the trance. And according to Lord Krishna, the real yogi is one who is always in the trance. As we are always breathing, this becomes videhi.
Well, this is a video for not real yogis because we're in the regular world.
No, whatever we are doing, we are all yogis, but now we are in a different mode,
Yeah.
We are yogis, we are God, but now we are human beings. In Hindi, we call Aham Brahmasmi, you and me are all God. But now we are enjoying as Stephen from America, Vinod from Kurali. So it's stable. This too is also God.
All right. So we were at Anulom Vilom.
Anulom Vilom, we have practiced.
Yeah, and that started calming you down after your vigorous.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Pranayama.
Yeah, preferably you can do this pranayama because the last is your Udgit pranayama.
Udgit.
Udgit means with the Om we do, na? Udgit means song. And the Udgit pranayama, this song is with the pranayama, complete inhalation. This is also very good for singers also.
Yeah.
Then complete exhalation, making the sound of Om, Om, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Creation, then sustaining the life, Vishnu. Then Ma, then balancing. Now Karuna is balancing. This is the Lord Shiva's killing process.
So finishing with oming.
Finishing with the Om. Now we did.
How long? How long should people om?
Oh, Om will ultimately will take you to the trance.
What's the minimum? To close practice,
I'm telling you.
How many times?
I'm telling you. For example, now if you are doing your prana, it's different. I cannot give you single answer.
Yeah.
If you are doing now your cleansing exercise, you have done pranayama. If you do even 10 minutes continuously, you will automatically stop. You will be in the trance. Your eyes will automatically roll down. You will find, oh, you are gone. The purpose is achieved.
Maybe not.
But it depends. With the time you will perceive these things. Nothing theory. Now, in the initial stage, we have to little press ourselves to increase the time of the Oma. In Hindi, we call Asana Siddham, Mantra Siddham. The prolonged time you have to sit in the asana will make your perfection in the Oma, japa.
So technically, for the om, You were saying that we don't need to do so. We don't need to do the because creation is already happened.
When we see Om, no, already is very there. Alphabet if we say Om itself is already in that. Without the presence of a word, we cannot say Om. See, Om, it's not direct O. Already is included in that. And more we stress on O because sustaining the life is more important. Already we are born, you said.
So we're sustaining mostly in the O, and the at the end
Ma is
shorter.
It makes us little, very wild or very this thing sort of. So Ma is preferably what Rishi Muni says. Should I demonstrate?
Yes.
So like complete Gyan Mudra like this, same all of the Gyan Mudra. Eyes closed, it will automatically happen. You have not to make conscious effort. Like this complete inhalation. Now little, I'll give you a piece of advice. If I say like this Om, it can be prolonged, long. If I say finished. It depends how you are feeling. Keep changing the pitch, the slow down, and then in this
pitch can be high, pitch can be
low. It depending upon if you want to do it more longer, sustained, make the voice little so contract. This is the bliss, ultimate end of life. When the yogis leave their body after all the perfection, they recite Om and leave.
Well, so this is a good time to talk about Kevali.
Kevali Kumbhaka. Now this is a Kevali Kumbhaka. Whatever we are doing.
Again, Kumbhaka is retention. So the Kevali Kumbhaka is a retention, but neither inhaling nor exhaling.
This is the culmination of yoga. Gita, same thing, takes us social service, pranayama, any kind of spiritual practices. This takes you to Kevali Kumbhaka, suspension of breath. I told you prana is the elder brother of mana. Thoughts, in the normal we say, what thoughts process we consider it as mana. The deeper it's more and more and more and more. Because they say it senses, he enjoys through the senses, all commander of all the senses, listening, touch, this mana is the great judge. So it's the greatest of Indri, it's called, it's the greater sense. Then it is under prana. Prana is regulating mana. So when you have got control on the prana, your mana comes automatically with suspension. This is called Kevali Kumbhaka. Kevali Kumbhaka means retain. Inhalation is called Pura. Exhalation, Rechak. Suspension, Kumbhaka. So Kumbhaka is the most important thing, the culmination where we reach. Before reaching the culmination, this Kevali Kumbhaka, all the lectures, all the practices, all the interactions, all satsangas are just merely a drill to reach that particular stage. And yoga is very much direct. No discussions required. Nothing, simply follow the discipline, Like a doctor, if I say, no, just it's very important. If I say to a patient, hey, sleep down, this is like all foolish discussions. If I'm a real surgeon and yoga is anesthesia, okay, talk how much you talk. I'll apply anesthesia to the anesthesia of yoga, anesthesia of discipline, anesthesia of pranayama. You can shout. Ego won't survive. Okay, so this is the anesthesia. Yoga doesn't demand any talk. Simple for learning, then practice the way you are doing.
So what I've been experiencing, after Kapalbhati or Bhastrika, then I do the long retention, so I'm holding for a long time. So then I take a big breath, right? The heart speeds up a little bit, right? Because it wants to clear out the carbon dioxide, and then it slows down. And I found myself sitting there, just feeling a real subtle, and I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm breathing or not. The breathing is so subtle.
Almost no.
I almost feel like some energy in my spine.
Yeah, slowly.
But I'm not really breathing.
So now I'll give
very
you
calm.
Okay, now I'll give you in the yoga science. I'll tell you what exactly is happening to you and what should happen to you. This is the positive thing. We call it 12 ungal. 12 in Hindi means 12. Whatever we are breathing is 12 ungals. 12 means this. This is take this 1, 2, 3, 4. So our breath, the length of our breath is 12.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, it's just can't be with the instrument only we can measure if we have got sophisticated. But according to yoga science, this is called 12. See, Kumbh is also 12 number has got too much of relevance with the body. So this is called the length 12 ungal. Ungal means it's a measuring instrument, as centimeter, meter, and like this, the measurement of the length. So this is called in yoga. You must know it. These are very technical things. Nobody can change it. So from this nostril to here, this is called 12 ungal means 12 ungal distance. So see now it ends over here. So normally when we are breathing, this is up to here length of the breath.
Okay.
The more we are concentrated, it becomes to 1 ungal and 0. So that is Kevali Kumbhaka. So when it is more faster, our brain is faster. Oh, I am doing this. Like the more we are calmed down, the breath comes to your heart, The thought process goes. They are lost in the prana. And then prana takes us to the samadhi in the Lord. Blissfulness, ecstasy. This ecstasy is not mere words. So now you were talking about the Om. For you now, you need not, for teaching you can teach people different pranayama. But now you are at a stage, for example, now you say you are having this, then don't let your energy scatter in thinking, oh, Bhramari is still remaining. Bhramari is a pranayama. Bhan, it takes to introvert. This I am showing you. This is Bhramari. Number of pranayama you have nothing to do. For teaching you do. But in your case, you have done cleansing, you are doing an Anulom Vilom. Now your breath has come to your heart for that. Be with that Kevali Kumbhaka. Suspension of breath. This is for you, I am telling. But others, they have to go through the pranayamas depending. Those who is too much extrovert, for him is Bhramari. Bhramari is that, there is insect on the flower, it's not honey bee, it's a bigger one. We call it Brahmar. In English, what's that?
Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Big buzzing bee.
Yeah, buzzing sound. Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I'm learning bumblebee.
Bumblebee,
exactly. So this is sounding like this. Close here. This is very important to become introvert. Bhramari, you can add it. See, now close the here. They're very simple thing. Yeah, ears completely to close. Yeah, eyes with these 3 fingers, and this we can keep here. Now inhalation, listening to the voice. If you do 10 times, you'll be lost. You'll go introvert. This is for the persons who are too much extrovert.
Okay, give it. Show us.
See this. I am closing here. This is Bhramari. Complete inhalation. Now see humming sound. This is linked with your Nad Yoga. Nada Yoga means, can I tell you about, you are a musician. Nad means it's a sound which we hear automatically without any instruments. Because now to produce a melodious sound, you have to use guitar. This is called Anahad and Had. Had means when you play a string or something, you are playing something, noise is being produced. But in the meditation state, this is called Anahad. We have not to strike anything. This is not Anahad. We are striking something, producing, giving vibrations. But in our mind, this is called Anahad Yoga. Nad Yoga. Its name is Nad. Nad means sound. In the meditative posture, when you do this Bhramari Pranayama, you reach to the extremes of yoga, Kevali Kumbhaka, there is a sound. It's similar to the bell sound in the church, in the temple. That's why they bell. Dun, dun. That's why these sounds are similar to that Nad Yoga. So this is called Anahad. When you do more Bhramari Pranayama, more meditation without striking these strings, you will have melodious sounds, humming sounds, and ultimately this is dun, dun. There's a bell in the church rings. Bun, vibration.
So I was telling you. So in the practice, at what point would you add this? Like
I was telling you.
Sequence. When would you do this bumblebee pranayama? In the sequence, when?
For learning, when we have to learn pranayama. The important sequence which we have to follow is, as far as sequence goes, It is your cleansing exercises must.
We don't have to go through the whole sequence. We
No,
just-
whole sequence is depending upon you because you don't.
but
if you,
the answer is.
I am giving you
Okay.
the sequence which you have to follow is definitely you have not to go away. This is a cleansing. You have to do it.
We're not-
Then your Bhastrika Kapalbhati. Now the sequence comes. Now is a 3 hour mandatory.
Yes, mandatory first 3.
First 3 are mandatory. Now it depends upon to you. Now if you are going to want to go to the meditation, you can go to the Anulom Vilom Pranayama. If you want to awaken your Kundalini, you are a striver, you have to awaken the Kundalini, no mere words. Do this,
Does that have a name?
just concentrate
What do
more
you
on
call
it.
that?
This is called Kundalini Jagran Kriya. This is
Kundalini
Kundalini Jagran Kriya. See, in this Anulom Vilom is also there. We are pulling the stomach inside there. This is Kriya. These are certain Kriyas. This is Kundalini Jagran Kriyas. In every book you won't find. See, these are the secrets also. This is the more the speed. This you can go in for. Now, you need to know, for example, sometimes we are anxiety we are feeling. What to do? I am not feeling good. I am too much emotional. Okay. Sometimes we are charged. Our mana is, we are finding mana is a thing. It's not a small thing. It's not merely thoughts. These are emotions too. These are anger also. Greed. So many things, charges are there. This whole world is the creation of the mana. In the higher stage is mana's creation. So it depends. So now what exactly we have to do is, now if we are feeling anxiety or something, so what we have to do is slowly going for low below pranayama. Tranquility of the mind, calmness. Okay, and after, if you want to induce this pranayama, do your Kapalbhati, Bhastrika, too much of it, then slowly go to the Anulom Vilom. Last, if you want to more Brahmari, you can do Brahmari. If we, for example, I am doing Brahmari now.
So after Anulom.
It depends. For you, it depends, When you are teaching, teach everything. Brahmari also, this also. Now, the sequence you understand, you can any sequence, because these are so many pranayamas. If you sequence wise, if you are going, you won't be able to concentrate. You need concentration. The persons who are learned from stage, this is now, this is Ujjayi, now this is Brahmari, this is Anulom Vilom, this is Shitali, this is Surya Bhedi, this is Chandra Bhedi. There are too many. If you do one for 5 minutes, you will take hours together. Now if I counting, see, should I count now? If you want the sequence, that's why I am telling you sequence.
Sure.
This is you started from your cleansing. Then you started Bhastrika, then Kapalbhati. After Kapalbhati, you switch over to, Ujjayi Pranayama. After Ujjayi, Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Anulom Vilom you have done, then you go to Brahmari Pranayama. Then Brahmari Pranayama, then Surya Bhedi Pranayama. Those who are suffering from cold or something, Surya Bhedi means waking right, leaving
Now
left.
you're introducing one that we didn't show the people.
That's what I'm telling you. Then is your moon. Chandra Bhedi, those who are suffering from high BP, okay, suffering, hypertension, they have to do Chandra Bhedi. Taking from the left, but it will cool down the body, low, bring your blood pressure low. This is your pranama. Now if you are feeling too much heat, go in for Shitali. After all the exercises, yoga, body generates heat. Now this is Shitali. Air cooling. If you are desert area, it's a summer season. Now if in winter, if we follow this Shitali, the sequence, we are gone. In winter, you don't need Shitali. Then you need Surya Bhedi Pranayama. Okay. So like this, there is your Kagi Mudra. This is Mudra and Pranayama. So these are the pranayamas. So if you sequence wise, if you devote 10 minutes for one, it goes to many, many hours. So now we have to do the main sequence is your cleansing, then immediately go to Bhastrika, Kapalbhati, and slowly according to that Brahmari and all. But now be careful, a person who is a heart patient, these are the don'ts,
Yeah.
If a person who is a heart patient, don't induce too much of Kapalbhati or Bhastrika.
Yeah.
But little you have to do. This
What about women when they're on their moon cycle?
when they are in the moon cycle, the most advisable thing for the woman is not to do any strenuous thing.
Yeah.
Simply sitting, Anulom Vilom Pranayama.
And you don't want to be drawing upwards.
No
right?
drying up, no moon
Mula
bandha,
bandha.
no strenuous exercise. That is the period when the body, so much energy is being, because that the child which had to come into existence, it didn't come, so that energy is going out. This is most powerful. And in Indian Tantra, I'll tell you a secret also. You must know English, Western are not so much familiar. In Tantra Yoga, the first menstruation of the girl is kept very secret. Nobody should take it, thieve it, because there are some magical things are done on that. Because this is the power of the first, and the first child is always very strong. So these are where you need not go to the Tantra, because being an Indian, I know everything. So this is not your subject. It's not your cup of tea,
Yeah.
So, but in Tantra, it is there.
And we got to keep the video down here. We got only 1 hour maximum.
Oh, never mind. Whatever. So this is your pranayama.
Yeah.
Now the very important thing, the don'ts we have to follow. The don'ts is not to exert a person who is suffering from this, arthritis. The Anulom Vilom pranayama is best. Who is suffering from the things which are cold, common cold or something, they let them do this Surya Bhedi pranayama. When you're in a desert area, okay, your body heat stroke, maybe there is something, maybe liver problem out of heat, so heat stroke, then you go, this your Shitli and Chandra Bhedi. Chandra means left swar. This will cool down the body. If you are suffering from hypertension, too much of blood pressure.
So in the left and out the right in a circle.
This is a circle, Chandra Bhedi. Means we are not repeating. We are only Chandra Bhedi, Chandra Bhedi. If somebody is suffering from a very cold, pneumonia, something, out of just because of winter, too much.
Yeah.
If you are in a cold area where extremes of cold, so you can never die. Do this.
So in through the right is heating.
Right inhalation, left inhalation. This will generate heat too much. You won't die in the snow area. Keep doing this, and it happens naturally too. When you're in a too much cold area, you will see your nostrils have automatically started this. It's too much of heat, you will find your left nostril is working. So we do it voluntarily.
Yeah.
So, and those mool bandhas and pranayama, whom you have to add to this?
Yeah.
Whom? Now sequence we are clear?
Okay, so we were talking about the contradictions, the things you should, the don'ts.
Don't, especially we have to be very, very careful about the persons who are suffering from heart ailments
Yeah.
and your hypertensions.
Yeah. High
Because
BP,
your
hypertension, you
your
don't want
blood,
to raise your blood pressure.
because
by
your
doing
Kapal
this.
Bhati and Bhastrika, they raise your blood pressure.
Yeah.
And especially the heart patients. So if they too much of Kapal Bhati,
Yeah.
but it is beneficial if they do in a limit, very limit.
Yeah.
So this will open up the blockages.
Yeah.
But do in a very, let the patient see what exactly happening. Little, slowly. So, like this, these are the don'ts, Secondly, immediately after having your pranayama, when you are sweating, in the Western culture, I have seen they take the sauna and then immediately to the cold. In yoga, it is never recommended. When you are doing yoga, you are sweating. Don't make the mistake of going to this new technology of going into the cold water.
Ice bath.
Ice bath. This is not, in yoga it's not recommended. Well, the scientific, something is new, is evolution coming. We have not to, obstruct anybody. We can go it at his own risk, but in yogis don't do that.
Okay.
When the body comes to, and secondly, Shishasana and these pranayama, let the body first cool down. Well, we have taken running, tremendous, we are doing mountaineering, cycling, automatically Bhastrika, Kapal Bhati is going on. When we are playing boxing, punching, all the pranayamas is Bhastrika, Kapal Bhati, these are going on. So when we have to switch over to holding of the breath, let the body come to normal. When the heartbeat has come to a normal, then hold the breath. If you have, see, for example, we are cycling, doing boxing, punch, then we go, I'll hold that. You won't be able to hold it. You will feel uneasy. But the science is, let the body calm down.
We forgot something in the very beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning.
No. When you put your mat or your asana down, which direction?
Oh,
are you
that's
supposed
very
to face?
important. That
Yeah.
is mandatory, See, these are directions we have to take special care. We have to follow is the south direction. In a Hindu mythology, there is only Bagla Mukhi Devi. This is for killing the enemies. This is a direction which is used by the tantrics to kill or to charge your forces are released from the body. So in yoga, what we have to do, we have not to face this direction. For meditation, this is sun rises from the east and sets in the west.
Yeah.
So now what we have to do is, and north. North is on the left, where the north star is there. Within a spoon star, what we call Saptarishi, 7 rishis. There is a spoon, everybody knows. So there is a north star we can find with the help of those 7 stars. We call it a spoon in English. So this is your east, this is your north. In between the north is, in the compass language, we call it northeast direction is the best for meditation. Now see, this is east here, this is your north. So this direction will be the northeast direction, having a woolen blanket, never on the stone, never on the wood. Okay, so these, if you do on the stone sitting like doing japa meditation.
What about rubber? We see what everybody wants the yoga. Right now it's a yoga mat. It's rubber.
Yeah, see, rubber is, see, the thing is for exercise, okay.
Rubber wasn't invented when they wrote these.
Yeah,
rules.
that's right. But there are some things which are very scientific, I'll tell
But I
you.
think a cloth on top is
It's
nice.
a physical science. When you go to a physical lab, there is a called, the electrometer. There are, when you charge ebonite, you put it over there, the leaves open, golden leaves. So everything is charged. When we are doing especially these things, the body is charged with certain vibrations. So that is recommended is Kushasana, deer skin or woolen blanket. If at all we don't get anything, woolen is best. This mat is good for yoga, rubber or whatever it is, cloth. For this is physical exercise. When we have to go deep into the meditation, see, you will find the symptoms are hands become very heavy. Your heads will become heavy, your eyes will roll down, you will be in a blissful state. Then we need some disciplines, directions. Some yogis tie their head, like this. So the waves, they don't do it open. It should be an enclosure. So caves or something. There is a reason behind it.
Okay, so we jump to the beginning,
Yeah.
figure out that piece,
Yeah.
and then at the end,
In the end, this
finishing
is
with
your Om.
Shavasana. Well, but after
then
that,
Shavasana. And
Shavasana.
when you are in Shavasana, you can go to even trance, meditation, depend. But Om has got no limits. Om.
And again, so your head northeast
Yeah, you can do.
for Shavasana.
Well, when you are sleeping,
East
east or west is the best direction. East and west, you keep your head or feet. They say like this. This planetary system has got a lot to do with us. See, 70% is water, 30% of it. The moon has got different effects. See, moon is raising the high tide, low tide. So in the mind also, we are of the one and the same. Once we have transcended these limits, like the shuttle has gone into space, then these rules don't apply. For an astronaut who is in the space, he can walk in the air. But as long as we are in the body, everything is affecting us. So we have to go little like that. Once we are in the space, transcendental meditation, we are with the Lord. Well, all the directions are ours. We are the earth planet. So this is a different way. But as long as we are a child, small, we need protection. Small tree, banyan tree, see how long it can be. But when it's small, we need some to cover it. Otherwise, any animal will destroy it. So in this yoga, we have to do like this. Not to eat, not to accept anything from a person who is not a yogi, who is he's a butcher, he's killing animals.
Okay.
Don't like this. There are
Okay.
certain rules.
Yeah.
So we have to be very careful whom to talk, whom we interact, what kind of food we have to take. These are the disciplines to be followed.
Right.
We can never make mistakes in that. So Om is the last.
Oh, I even before I thought of something else at the very beginning. Even before we put the mat down, we have to decide at what time we are going to do our practice.
Yeah, the best time is the Brahma Muhurta. Oh, this is the most important time. Every yogi is striving to open his Sushmana Nadi, the Saraswati. Saraswati means Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati. These are the symbols, okay? So Saraswati is the passage of the knowledge. It is open in every human being from before sunrise up to sunrise. Say you can say 4 to 3:30, or you can say 4 to 5:30. I'm sorry. This is the time, latest time in every human being. Even if he's a criminal, if he's any kind of, his Sushmana will open within him. These are the times when you see in the bell, in temple and churches and gurudwaras and mosque even, they say, oh, Allahu Akbar. That is the time in the morning and evening.
Right.
Okay, what do you call in English? Dawn to dusk. What is that? There are two words, Dawn means
Dawn is in the morning.
In the morning, dusk in the evening.
Yeah.
So the time before that, in the close to that, 1 hour before.
We call it the middle of the night.
And one of middle of the night is called Turya Sandhya.
Yeah.
But normal people need not do. Yogis don't. They are not to do anything in the cave. Now it's right there 24 hours they are like that.
Yeah.
The Turya Sandhya is at night in the 12. But we have to concentrate early morning down to dusk. These two timings. They are the Sushmana Nadi is open. You have not to make any conscious efforts. You are always in the blissful situation. whatever you will be do, and yeah, very important point for the worldly people, when your Sushmana is flowing, it has nothing to do with this mortal prosperity or whatever you want to do worldly won't be a success. It's only for meditation, above and beyond this Maya, because this is all Maya. This body has to perish, transient and perishable. So Sushmana is never preferable for the worldly things. So this is the time for only meditation. And by mistake, if somebody indulges in the sex during this time, when your Sushmana is open, the progeny, the issue will be crippled, mentally or physically.
What will be crippled?
Crippled.
Who? People?
The child who has to come in the world.
Oh, the child. If you conceive during that
If the lady or the male, female, if any one of them is in the Sushmana, because Sushmana is for the meditation and all brain, these Mayavi power, prosperity, these channels are not working at that time. This is for God only. If by mistake, this is Swar Vigyan, go deeper into the Swar Vigyan.
Okay. I think this is a whole video in itself and beyond the scope of our.
Everything is there in this pranayama. Swar Vigyan is also important.
Yeah.
Which swara is flowing, when to do meditation, when you do meditation in that time, dawn and dusk.
Yeah.
This will be you'll get everything. If your left swara is and doing khechri, especially the advanced yogi, you will be trapped in the Maya. You will become motherly, compassionate. If your right swara is flowing, sometimes you experience this. When you are so compassionate, your left nostril flows. When you are little wild, you are vigorous, manly qualities, you have to kill, dominate somebody, right flows, So these are the very subtle things. Slowly when you go into it, and when we meditate, which swara is flowing, what will happen, it depends. So real is a mystery, that's why they call it a mystery. Every yogi, every effort is yogis can open their Sushmana anytime. They need not wait for the 4:30 or 3:30. You are sitting here, now my Sushmana is open. Probably yours will be, because we are in a higher realm now, talking spiritualism, God. See, now both the nostrils are balanced. Balance. It's a blissful condition. But in a normal condition, if we are angry, we are wild, right will be there. We have to dominate something. If we are compassionate, my puppy died, weeping. This is mother's compassion. So mother and father, Lord Shiva, Parvati, both are present in us. So Sushmana is above that. Sushmana is even above all this. That is open. Then it is a meditation. Yogis, that's why they don't have anything. Prosperity in the cave, because they don't have all that.
So the summary is you want to get up as early as possible.
I know, this is all, whatever I have said up to word by word is coinciding with the spiritualism, the authentication of the Shastras from where it began, origin.
Yeah.
This is origin. Now according to our capabilities, circumstances, environment, we can make bit change also. If we can't sit properly, well, we can use chair. We have to meet the God. Never mind if somebody cannot do Padmasana, why not? I have to meet the God on the chair, well, Om Namah Shivaya. God is there. He'll see that. He'll reciprocate it. So never to stop. Whatever is possible, let it be like this. Right?
Yeah. So I think.
And Trataka, don't forget Trataka.
Trataka, I think that's a whole. That's a whole other. We can do a video just on Trataka.
Trataka is I'm telling you, Yam Niyam.
But we'll probably do it right now too.
See, Trataka is one of the cleansing exercises, the step which is a must in the Ashtanga Yoga. For pranayama and all Trataka, but some yogis, what they do only Trataka, 3 hours, 48 minutes concentration. They go introvert, they go to Samadhi simply with Trataka. Any practice, prolonged practice, becomes your dhyana. Asana Siddham, Mantra Siddham. If you can sit in the asana for longer period, observing some disciplines like little bit of celibacy, not permanent, we have not to kill ourselves, moderation, and then non-violence, good attitude. So eventually you will come to that state.
Yeah.
So that depending to prolong these practices, not merely then doing this, then running to there, then little 2 minutes Shasana, this is only for health, good. But when you really want to go to the meditation, to the nectar, you have to slowly prolong the things. Calmness of the mind. See, sometimes I yell, yo, these all energies. These are to be focused back. The prana, when the prana is stable, nobody need to say me, hey, come on, speak down slow. I'll be like, I'll be etherized.
Yes.
I'll be etherized. So this is the
All right. Let's wrap it up.
Okay, man.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
discussion.
Thank you, American
And
guy.
hopefully
Well,
some
Mr.
people here will
Mr.
benefit
Yeah,
from
beautiful. Thank you very
a
much.
very detailed and involved practice
Yeah.
that has a lot of parts to it.
Yeah. Then some other day we'll talk of Khechri, Vajroli. These are the extremes you will be practicing. But these are the extremes, like having nuclear energy. Once you have got nuclear energy, Khechri, Vajroli,
Yeah.
Kevali Kumbhaka, you
We're just
don't.
gonna work on
Yeah.
rubbing-
Then you
rubbing
don't.
sticks
Then you don't
together.
worry about firecrackers. Once you have got the nuclear energy, you forget about the pride. That's okay. All the best. Om Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Shri Ram.